Hey, this is Stevie TV here, and I am reviewing Wonder Woman, which I saw last night in IMAX 3D. And first off, the 3D was a headache, again, like most 3D movies, and I got one or two arrows shot at me. Great. Waste of money off the top adding the 3D. But besides that, I had lower expectations for this movie originally, and then Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 90%, so then your expectations go up, and then I was prepared to be disappointed. And I was. I was not going in there one of those guys who was like, hey, it's a DC movie, they suck, I'm just going to keep hating on all of them. I want it to do good. I want DC to come out with a good movie. And to me, it was disappointing again. I don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes. First off, it has the same issues a lot of the other DC movies have, where the fighting is so much CGI and so much slow-mo. Just over-top slow-mo. We keep seeing women tumbled around, same shot, slow-moing them like the Matrix Reloaded type of effects. And the fighting, it's not letting it flow. It's not the hand-to-hand combat that the Marvel Studio movies are so good at. It's just slow-mo, and then it looks like a video game cutscene. I feel like I'm watching a video game cutscene in most of these fights. That was very frustrating on its own, the action part of it. Positive thing about it was I really like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I think she was great. I think she perfectly played the Amazonian queen. And I really like the opening scene they were in and the whole world they were in. And when she's getting trained and you meet her mother and her mother's sister. And then it just left that world and she went with Chris Pine and then it kind of went, you know, and Chris Pine was good in it. But I guess the bias for me is I'm not crazy about Chris Pine. I'm sick of it's World War I, but I'm sick of the whole war themes in general. Like, the Germans being the bad guys. Like, we've seen it done. It felt a lot like Captain America. But, I mean, that's the story, how it goes. But you kind of got to push through it. I wasn't crazy about the sidekicks that meet up. I didn't think it was necessary to have a whole team around Wonder Woman. There was like a Simon Pegg ripoff guy with a weird haircut. Didn't strike gold for me. It wasn't that funny. And then the translator guy wasn't crazy about it either. And he had that joke where he's like, oh, I'm aroused and intimidated at the same time. I was in a full theater, totally bombed. No one laughed. And it was when she was fighting in the bar, and I was just like, this guy's not that funny. He sucks. And he wasn't cool either. And same with the Simon Pegg ripoff. And that didn't help. So that was really annoying. The theme song with Wonder Woman, that guitar thing by Hans Zimmer, not crazy about it. He's better than that. And they just keep overdoing it. It's a lot of overdone stuff. And then we got a cokehead villain who he sniffs coke and that's his superpower. They underused Dr. Poison. She just kind of made the gas and didn't really do anything. And then the cokehead villain gets a freaking sword, the God Killer sword down his stomach, but the Dr. Poison girl, she leaves. She gets a free pass from Wonder Woman. So it was like, come on, what is going on here? And then the twist is Professor Lupin from Harry Potter is the god Ares, and they show that shot of him from the past, just in the mud or a hole or something. It just was weird seeing that actor trying to play young and then, hey, I'm the bad guy, here's the twist, and then he's corny shot where he's leaving when he first meets her into another, keeps disappearing from spot to spot. It was kind of a cheat to me. I think it was a cheat casting. He was only casted, so it was deceitful to us because he was purposely cast as that guy couldn't be Ares, and oh, look, he's Ares. I didn't think he earned that, so that was frustrating. The last scene looked like everything from Batman for Superman battles, where it was just a fire pit and raining. It just keeps repeating these same type of imagery and same type of stories. And the battle with Ares was kind of cool, but again, it was just CGI. I could have seen that in any video game. And again, for me, the story's by Zack Snyder. I know the guy's going through a lot. Not a big fan. Again, that's a red flag with the story being by Zack Snyder. The guy, he's not talented. I'm sorry. And he's ruining this franchise. And once I saw that, I was like, oh boy. Patty Jenkins directed well. Gal Gadot did great as Wonder Woman, but the story wasn't good, and the CGI was too much. They got to change those things, and that doesn't change here. But it was better than Batman vs. Superman. It was better than Suicide Squad. I'll give it that. It was better than Captain America to me, because I wasn't a big fan of Captain America. And yeah, I mean, overall, all these movies, I give a 1 to 10. I'm going to give this one a 6. Almost a 5, but I'll give it a 6. It has its good moments. I like the scene with her when she's taking out her shield and they're shooting the machine gun at it. That was cool. I like the flirtation between Chris Pine and her. There was a good chemistry. didn't need the snowfall, corniness, overdone. Oh, it's snowing. This movie was basically a lot of overdone, stereotypical stuff. But it's a step in the right direction for DC. A small step, but it's better than the other one. So that's the positive thing I'm going to give it. I'm going to be doing a bunch of movies this summer. Please follow @STVTV Show on Twitter and Instagram. And please subscribe. I respond to everybody. Comment below. If you disagree with me, fight me on it. I will respond. I want to hear the hate. I want to hear the love too. That would be great. If you agree, disagree, please comment. I respond to everybody. Please subscribe and keep coming back.